Omaka is home to some magnificent airplanes, including a unique range of classic and warbird aircraft capable of taking passengers for joy flights and aerial tours of Marlborough, New Zealand. The three that they usually take out is as follows. The Boeing Stearman is configured with 3 seats so that couples can travel together in the front of the cockpit and share the wonderful experience of flying over the stunning scenery of New Zealand's premier wine-growing region of Marlborough. Next one is Yakolov Yak 3. This is a newly restored Yak 3 that is a World War II icon and boasts an Allison V1710 V12 engine. For the non-enthusiast, this means the aircraft has a cruise speed of 285 miles per hour and a maximum speed of 407 miles per hour. However, not only is the Yak 3 built for speed, it's also extremely maneuverable, which means if you are up for it, you'll be able to experience some rolls and spins in the air too. Last but not least of the three that they offer as a flight for passengers, for scenery and what have you for the enjoyment is Avro Ensign Mk1. This aircraft is the last of some 11,000 built that is still flying around today and is available for adventure flights based out of Omaka Airfield in Blenheim. The interior of the Ensign has been faithfully restored to how it looked when the ensigns were on frontline service between 1939 and 1941, including replica machine guns and anti-submarine bombs. Welcome to Omaka Classic Cars, a unique collection that gives a special insight into both Marlborough and New Zealand motoring from the 1950s to the 1980s. The collection totals well over 100 cars, with more than half on display at any given time. It's a living work display of vehicles, each with their own special story to tell, from appearing in a TV program to being the last off the production line. Gathered to keep them from being lost forever, displaying the cars together in this way highlights the enormity of such a rare insight into New Zealand motoring. These are real cars. Every one of them is original, and every one of them with minimal work would happily motor from Bluff to Cape Reinga and at the national speed limit. All of them, or the makes they represent, have formed part of the New Zealand way of life at some point during their life cycle, and all were originally available on the New Zealand market. Omaka Classic Cars allows us to enjoy that special period in the motoring history where space, grace, chrome bumpers, large grills and the individual designs were allowed to run wild. The collection covers the period between the pioneering vintage car era and the cars of today, when motoring was individual, challenging the limits of both the design and the technology that they give. Also given to this chameleons that there will be a map of the location above me right now where you can find this place of Omaka Cars Museum, as well as in saying this also will be linked in the description of the contact details if you ever decide to travel to New Zealand, basically. And in saying this that I'll also link up in the description below the contact details of where you can find them and so on and so forth.